Sasha is the complete package. She is the definition of everything that a wrestler embodies. Not a women's wrestler.
Yes.
There's no label to it. It is a pro wrestler. Is everything that Sasha Banks is. That is what the definition of a truly great pro wrestler is. And she could define a generation. That's how good she is.
More along those lines, I was talking to my friend David. He's a former co-host of PWTR, and he's like out of wrestling because he just got tired of WWE's product. But we try to like harass him every single week and let him know that the wrestling world does not revolve around WWE. There are other products out there, and we've gotten him to the point where he watched Lucha Underground, and a few weeks ago, we actually watched Sasha Banks versus Bayley from NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. He watched that match, and just by the way that Sasha Banks carried herself, he looked at her and he said, she walks like she's a world champion. She has the presence of a world champion. Where this, not the NXT Women's Championship, that he was talking about, she has the presence. She looks as if she belongs in that title picture right there. And damn it, based off of the performance that she had at Respect, shit, go right ahead. I actually posted this on Twitter. Sasha Banks as a challenger to the NXT Women's Championship is a better heel and a better overall superstar than our current WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins. Why have I been put into a situation where I get more satisfaction, more enjoyment out of the Women's Championship in the developmental territory than I do from the main roster number one championship in the entire industry? It's a problem every Monday night, but goddamn it, it's Wednesday night tonight, and I love it. I love it. I love it. And funny thing, Evan, you probably haven't even noticed this yet. This show has been on for almost 15 minutes. We've yet to say who even won the match.
Absolutely.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah. We've talked about how great the story is, the match, the moments, everything in it, but yeah, that somebody won, and yes, it was indeed Bayley.
See, the thing is, the reason is because both of them walked away winners, as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely.
One of them walks away with the championship, but both of them walked away winners. This wasn't a situation where this was forced. This wasn't a situation where this was manufactured. We've had development and evolution down in the NXT Women's Division to where they earned the spot that they had on the show tonight in the main event, with every single eye in the building on them. I cannot tell you how excited I was for this match, and I cannot tell you the feeling that I have right now. I can't even really do it justice putting it into words how satisfied I am based off of how everything turned out with Sasha Banks versus Bayley.
Oh yeah, completely right, man. I couldn't say it better myself. You know, it's crazy to have watched Sasha and Bayley both, you know, emotional after the match. Sasha almost not even able to stand on her own 2 feet, and that's not. That is beyond the scope of the match or the characters or anything else involved. Mm-hmm. That is purely the true emotion of like, I'm living my dream.
There.
Exactly, I'm living my dream, and this is unbelievable. You know, it's like this is like being on top of the world. That felt like a WrestleMania moment, and it was just an NXT special. I mean, what these two women could do at actual WrestleMania just blows my mind. I mean, that had a WrestleMania moment feel at the end, with the flowers being brought out, Triple H being out there, William Regal, all the roster, and all the other divas in the crowd, Stephanie McMahon out there as well. You know, so many. It just felt like it was such a big moment. And, you know, obviously the moment where Bayley actually won the championship was the bigger moment. This match here had some unbelievable storytelling in it, and ultimately just further proved and cemented just how good these two are in the ring, and just how great women's wrestling can be if you have women who can actually wrestle, and there are plenty of them out there. There are plenty of them out there. If you feature them in the right way and let them do their thing and let them shine.
We'll be talking about one of them later on in the show.
Yes, we will. Oh, yes. And this was just as good of a main event as ever. This is as good of a main event as there's ever been in NXT, and that goes for all men's matches. There is no difference between the two as far as NXT is concerned. This is one of the best matches that they ever had, and it was very necessary. You know, I've never been the biggest fan of the Iron Man match concept as a consistent thing. I think it should only be done every now and then, and thankfully it is only done every now and then, because I think it only belongs in certain situations, and this was the situation for that. This was the perfect time to have an Iron Man match. This is the best opportunity I think WWE's had in years to do this, and it was the perfect time to do it. So I'm really glad that they ended up going with it. It was the right choice for a match type as well. So, I mean, they could have just had another singles match. They could have had a 2 out of 3 falls. They could have had any damn thing, and it would have been awesome. But an Iron Man match here was the right choice. It was the best thing they could have done, because it just further cemented how great they are and told you how good of a story they can tell in 30 damn minutes.